It's your boy, Quizio. What's up, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy, Quizio. You know who's here? I got him back. It took me a while, but I got the special guest to return. Y'all haven't seen his videos. You know, he posted up like some deck profiles earlier, doing a couple months ago, and his list was spicy. And a lot of players been asking me to see his list, and I finally got a hold of this guy. He been hiding from me, and he said this list is spicy. And did I hear him correctly? He said match rarity, but I'll let him talk about that. So let's get right into it.
All right. So originally we were going to call this the most expensive Mermail list on YouTube, but a couple of my cards did not come in the mail today, but you'll see that later. All jokes aside, this is a pretty good list. There's a couple of cards that I'm fortunate enough to be able to play in here that are really good against the meta, and yeah, we'll get into it. So, the best normal summon in the deck, 3 Diva, and to go with that, the little Deep Sea package, 3 Minstrel. Everybody knows that discarding this card is pretty much game in conjunction with this card. It just makes like super crazy boards, and not much to talk about there. Gets rid of the hand traps, obviously. Alright, for the Atlanteans, my lineup's a little bit different. I play 3 Dragoons, I play 3 Heavy Infantry, and then I play 3 Neptune. Now, I took a little bit of Pax Theory. The reason I played 3 of this is because this, with this, is you get extra normal summon, and that's the Needle Fiber combo right there. And you never want to run out of resources like late game. Obviously you send these first, but you want to be able to resolve prints later in the game to add another copy of this and like spot removal too. So yeah, those are the only 9. I don't play Marksman. Cards are not that good against the meta right now, and you can't really attack directly anyway, so yeah, that effect doesn't come up that often. For Mermail monsters, I play 3 Teus. I think in my last list I only played 3 Teus, but I added a Megalo, a Pike, and a Gun back in.
And what's your reason behind with the Gun and Megalo? Because I was actually going to run Gun and Megalo back again, because Megalo is really good. Yes, you got to discard 2, but it's helped for a follow-up like resource to OTK your opponent.
Yeah, so the reason I'm playing Megalo, there's a couple of different reasons. I found out in the combo, especially if you want to make Trishula, it's easier to have like a level 7 on board already, if you're not doing like Sean's Tatsunoko play. And also, one of the cards in my extra deck is a rank 7, and obviously if you can search another 7 with your Dragoons, it makes the card easier to access. So that is my reasoning behind putting these 2 back in. It's just a good normal summon, it searches for Minstrel, it can start like your play that way. Yeah, so 6 Mermails. I guess we can actually call it Mermail again instead of water. I do still play the frogs, 3 swap frogs, 1 Ronin Totem. I kept these in for a couple reasons. It fuels Pot of Avarice, and it's also an easy way to put a negate on the board before you start your play if you don't open with Minstrel. Yeah, so pretty self-explanatory for those. I don't think I'll be cutting them anytime soon. I know a lot of other players have, but I like it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going back to frogs myself.
And then Milan Glacia. Obviously you side this out if you go second, but I think it's worth main decking like always. For my tuners, my lineup's a little different. I play Desplat, a Jet Synchron, an O-Line, those are like the standard ones. I'm also playing 1 Quick Draw and a Lapis Dragon. I'm playing this because in my spell lineup I am playing 3 tuning. And my theory with that, this is 1, a machine and an extender to go into a Rewardon if they stop your Needle Fiber play. And then also, you can search Jet Synchron if you have a subpar hand and just do the whole Garden Rosemaker combo. So it makes your normal summon infinitely stronger if you open tuning. This was the thing me and Sean were sad about. I played 3 Pot of Avarice. Reason being, like, the whole extra deck for this deck is just a super, like, resource. So you can go through the whole Needle Fiber play and then Avarice it all back. You can put your stuff like Dragoons back in, Divas, Minstrels, all that good stuff. I have 3 ultis of these coming in the mail. They're supposed to be delivered today, but they got pushed back until Monday with the whole COVID thing. So yeah, Sean let me borrow his 2 secrets, and sorry for the proxy, you guys. My last spells, I play 3 Called by the Grave, because everybody and their mom's playing like a million hand traps now. I mean, everybody is still playing Nibiru, but we're going back to Veilers, Phantasmes, we got Ashes in the meta again, so I think this card's just a lot better than it was. And if you don't have a hand trap, or you knock it out with Minstrel, you can just set it and it's another interruption on their turn. And my 41st card is 1 for 1. I have kind of moved away from the whole 40 card combo deck theory. I've been trying like Pack and Jesse Cotton's theories about 3-of cards and power cards and combo decks being able to be over 40 cards, and it's been working out. It's pretty successful. So yeah, that's my last card. Extra deck. Got Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. For my Link 4s, I'm still playing Appaloosa, and I added Access Code Talker. This card's just really strong, so you have so many different attributes in your extra deck, and this is just a good like starting turn. There's so many different routes you can take in Mermail that end on this, or like the Borlode Savage or whatever. I think that she's just too good to not play. Link 3, I play Rordon, obviously. And for Link 2s, I'm playing Iria and Hulk. I like this card a lot. Everybody's playing this card, so it's a free Link 4 most of the time if you make it. And then also people are starting to slide this. I'm one of those people. And it's an easy out to the water statue they put on the board. And then 1 Link Karibo. I know this is a Link Karibo. I've misplaced mine, but this is the closest thing I could find in the meantime. And he looks really similar, so. And the reason behind him, I guess just to elaborate, that's just like for the jet synchron play. You can like chain block with Neptibus if you need to, like late game or mid game, but this is mainly just the jet play. You need the Link 1. You can play Almirage, I guess, if you'd rather do that. Synchros. I'm still playing Trishula over Vermilion. That's another reason why I put Megalo back in, like I said earlier. Putting level 7 on the board with the level 1 tuners you can easily access just makes him like infinitely easier to make. Crocosaur, Borlode Savage. I caved and finally put these 2 in here. I was like never playing these before. I was playing like Link Ross, and at one point I had Bahamut Shark in, but I have since cut that. But this combo is just really good. It's free draws, it gives you a lot of advantage, so I'll probably play this until it gets banned. And then 1 Herald of Arclight for the Borlode Herald. That's all for my synchros. And then for my XYZs, I only play 3. I've got Calamities, obviously for the combo. This card, which is nuts. I'll go back to that in a second, and then Toad. So this card, I know, like, I was getting, like, not flack on the Mermail group, but people are being like, dude, this guy's just trying to flex, look at his, like, his Mind Hacker and his Appaloosa. But this card, if you ever have, like, taken the time to read it, in certain metas, like, it's insane. And this is one of those metas. My theory, every deck, if it is a deck that is worth playing right now, other than, like, Salamangreat, is playing these 2 cards. And this card literally looks at their extra deck and banishes one of them. If they're not playing 2 of this, then it's pretty much a wrap right there. And if they are playing 2 of it, you can get rid of this, you can get rid of the Rose Maiden, just like 1.5 million things you can get rid of in the meta. So yeah, I think that card is super nuts. Hopefully there's a reprint for it for everybody to kind of mess around with. I know with Yu-Gi-Oh! Being online, you should give it a try on Dueling Book or something. I promise you won't be disappointed. Side deck. This is like always a work in progress. It is completely different every time I get my deck profile, but I am siding this now. I was playtesting against one of our buddies, Kurt, a few nights ago, and literally this card on Hulk ends the majority of matches. They literally have to be playing the area to out that board without having like an impermanence, but they've already committed to the board, or a chalice or something like that. So yeah, it just ends their turn there. Three Cyclones. This is good against Eldritch, Salmongrate, Altergeist, Subterror, all those back row decks. I'm not playing Lightning Storm right now, fun fact. Those are actually in my binder, tucked away. I think the card's like very subpar, and this just does more. You can play it on your opponent's turn, like just an all-around better card right now in my opinion. Dark Over No More. These are not in my main deck, they're in my side. I got tired of seeing like different pieces of the deck that weren't working well together, that were brick, and I feel like this card is just a better side deck card. Like you more so want to see it when you're going second. And then my traps, I kind of changed this lineup a little bit. I put my imperms in the side. I was maining them, but Sean and I talked about like combo theory a little bit also. And we just want to go, man. Just go, go, go. I know he plays some hand traps, but like this is just like turbo water. Like we're really just trying to do the damn thing. So yeah, I just wanted to put all my traps, like my slower pace stuff, in my sideboard.
Yeah, like I said, we still got a list together. We working on. This is individual list. That's why y'all see my list last week, and you seen his list. So we, it's like we want to theory off each other for this new list. That's why the combo videos I've been showing y'all. It's something where like we don't gotta use like Aurora Dawn and stuff like that. We trying to think for the future. We gotta think what we're gonna do with the deck after Nemo Fiber or Aurora Dawn or Lane Cross get hit or Jet Synchron. So we trying to like prepare for Mermails for the next format.
For sure, for sure. Hopefully, I know Sean was sharing the picture that I put in the group a while ago. But there's a board with this and like Appaloosa and a Toad. Hopefully we can get a combo, maybe a feature of that in one of his upcoming videos, show you how to do that. This is very like simple, like I think it was a 3-card combo, opened pretty well, but it was just something that you could throw out there, like Monster Negate, Omni Negate, and then you got to look at their extra deck to see what they're playing, and banish one of their powerful cards. The last 2 cards on my sideboard though, Red Reboot and Imperial Order. This one was kind of weird, I guess, for some people, but it's just so good, man. Like when you go first, just setting this card, I mean, even if you can't do full combo, like you play very like minuscule spell lineup in this deck. I think I'm playing 10 in a 41 card deck. So I mean, you're gonna play those first turn and then set this. You knock a few cards out of their hand, and then you have this to back it up. It's just a wrap.
So basically, Imperial Order for like Sky Striker and like Red Reboot for trap decks like Otageist and Guru, stuff like that. So you like, I mean, I can see you could have even match, but even match okay, and then like you just said, Lightning Storm is like okay. It's okay against the like the road matchup, maybe like. So yeah, I can see why Imperial Order and Red Boot is a thing.
Yeah, that's why, man. That's what I was finding. I know my side's a lot more different than it was, but like I was just finding with Lightning Storm and Evenly Match, like Evenly Match, you had to waste your main, you had to waste your battle phase basically, and sometimes Evenly Match, you'd waste your battle phase and you just like get one negated bait or a bait of a negate out of it. So it just like wasn't worth it. And same with Lightning Storm, like most of the time if you're playing Lightning Storm into a field and you don't have Impermanence Lightning Storm, it's just baiting a negate. And then I mean, this card just does that better, and you can just play better cards in your sideboard. So that was my theory behind cutting those. I mean, I'm sure Lightning Storm will be good again eventually, but in my mind right now, I think Cyclone's just a little bit better.
Yeah, so if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure y'all smash that like button, and like if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. To any new upcomers, I do like Mermail deck profiles, and I'm also gonna be doing some random deck profiles of like different decks, just for a little spice.
Crystal Beast.
Mass rarity. So yeah. So like I said, like until then though, your boy is out. Yo.